Hello and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler, live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're here watching live, can you do me a sound and light check, please? Let me know where you're from and if you've had a good week. Tell me some. Yeah, I need some happy news. Let's share all the happy news. Let me, whilst I'm waiting for everyone to join in, let me just double check I'm live in Facebook where I should be. Yep. All good in Facebook. And let's check YouTube as well. Oh. Yeah. Fabulous. Live everywhere where I should be. And Scylla's here. Hello. Hi, Scylla. I saw Scylla this morning. This is the crazy Tuesday. So I've had my card class this morning. Obviously I'm here live with you all now, and then I've got my team live at 4 o'clock. So let's just wait for everyone to join in. Like I said, let's share some happy news, or things that have gone well for you this week. It is gloriously sunny here at the moment, which is wonderful. And I noticed there are crocuses up. So the crocuses are up. The daffodils have been up for ages, but I don't know. The daffodils I think like to trick us, because the daffodils stalks were up before Christmas and they've just been stalks. There's no evidence of anything else, just stalks. So yeah, so I think the daffodils are just giving us a hard time. Anne, hello. It's cold. Yeah, it's cold here too, actually, but the sun is out and I'm grateful for that. But it's cloudy in Suffolk. That's sad. Chris, hello. All okay on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you for checking both places, Chris. And Lorraine is here. It's raining in Poole. That's not good, is it? And I'm guessing it's coming to us then. So I've been, because our weather here in Hampshire, for those of you that don't know where I live in the UK, I live in the middle at the bottom. So when you look at a map of the UK, there's a little island. If you go straight down the middle, there's a little island. That's the Isle of Wight. And you can actually see that if you stand on your tiptoes from my bedroom window. Yeah. On a non-cloudy day. But yeah, that's where we are. So we're right at the bottom in the middle of the UK. And where Lorraine is in Poole, she's to the west of us. And mostly our weather comes in from the west. Not always, but mostly. Oh, Donna, hello. Oz is in the house. Chris is saying that her and Angela's with Chris, are both happy. They both had plumbers coming to their houses today and they turned up on time. Hurrah! Hi, Elizabeth. She's saying hello to everyone. Anne has had snowdrops in December, but nothing more yet. Yeah, we haven't got any snowdrops. Got quite a lot of lily of the valley, crocuses, and mainly narcissi. Little dracodrills. Sorry, daffodils. We call them dracodrills in our house. But we have the little ones, not the really tall ones. But they're the sort of only spring type flowers. Oh, although actually I'm just thinking about the back garden. We've got primulas in the back garden. They're doing okay. And I don't know what they're called. They're orange. I've forgotten. Oh no. Oh dear. It'll come back to me in a minute. Anyway, I've got some orange flowers. What are the orange flowers? Somebody, I can imagine you're all going to be shouting at the screen now. They're orange and they're good for companion planting with like carrots because they stop the bugs eating your carrots. Stops the carrot fly. How do I not remember what it is? I don't know. But they're a summer flower, not a spring flower. But basically, they have the seeds have dropped, so they're in a triangular bed with our damson tree, and the seeds dropped, and they've kind of overwintered. Yes, marigolds! Oh, look at you! Oh, yay! I'm so pleased. Okay, so crocus Priscilla are in the front garden. Nasturtiums, we haven't got any at the moment, but I love nasturtiums. And yeah, they are marigolds. So Donna, Lorraine, and Chris, thank you. Yeah, they're marigolds. How did I not know they were marigolds? Anyway, yeah, so they are flowering at the moment. This absolutely shouldn't be flowering, but it's really mild. Jill's saying daffodils are her mum's favourite flowers. She used to call them Daffy Downs. I've never heard of that one. Daffy Downs. That's a really nice. That'd be a nice name for a duck too. When she was young, they are cheery. They are cheery. Absolutely. So I've already asked Scylla this today, but here you go. If you were 6 or maybe even 8 of these, take your pick tools, where would you be hiding? In Amanda's craft room, where would you be? I had a class today and I needed some more take your pick tools and I can't find them. I have no idea where I've put them. They've just gone. No idea. And I'd like to say that everything has a place in my craft room, but I might not exactly be telling the truth. So, so I think the reality is they could be anywhere. I've probably put them somewhere safe. That's always likely. I'll have put them somewhere safe and I have no clue where they are. So if got any suggestions, I'd be really grateful. Last time I had something like this go missing, I don't know whether you remember, but it was my watercolor pencils and I had every cupboard out. I emptied everything. I looked under things, inside things. I took boxes out. All this stuff I was doing, couldn't find them. So I bought some more. And when I got them, when they arrived, I thought, I need something to put them in because they come in like a cardboard box. And because I'm often crafting away from home, I just needed something more sturdy. So I thought, oh, look, there's a really nice pencil case there in my drawer. I'll pop them in that. Only to open the really nice pencil case and find that that's where all of my watercolor pencils were living already. So I've now got a double set, but that's fine. But if you can find them, I would be truly grateful. Donna's saying under the cupboard or in the cupboard. Yeah. So many cupboards. That's that's the problem. Anne's saying behind a filing cabinet. So I only have one filing cabinet in my craft room that has all my A4 cardstock in. And actually nothing can get behind it, but it could get down the side. I'll check there. Chris is saying in a brown box with the label on the wrong end. Yes. Like turned around. Yeah, could be there. Donna's suggestion is don't look for them. They'll turn up. Yeah. I know, but I needed them. But then I've got another month till my next in-person class. So that might be okay. That might be a strategy. So there we go. So what other good news have we got, people? I've got yesterday, another good piece of news. Yesterday, I placed an order. It has shipped today. I'm very excited. So yeah, so that's really good. And there was something else something else happened. Anyway, I'll remember. But it's good to hear all the happy news. Oh, Lorraine, I like your thinking. Hiding in the car after a previous event. Yeah, so I have some really big clear plastic boxes that basically everything goes in. And when we bought the car that I've got now, we actually took 8 of the boxes with us to make sure that they would fit in the car. Like they stack too high. So that's, yeah. But I always empty them after. So in theory, they shouldn't be there. But that's good. So for those of you that were at Craft Along last week, I don't think you can see that. See my finger? I sliced my finger just before I was going to start class, and I actually sliced it kind of round from the front round to the back. So that's actually a good piece of news because it's healed and it's all good. It's all good. Oh, Chris, that is amazing news. Chris got £25 from this month's premium bonds. That's wonderful. Oh, Donna. So Donna's been having trouble with her Wi-Fi, but she thinks she's fixed it. She's got Starlink. Oh, I've never heard of Starlink, but that's really good. Awesome. Okay, so there are lots of things to be happy about in the Stampin' Up world currently, because today, Stampin' Up put new stuff in the clearance rack and released some new things for Sale-a-bration and released 2 new kits. So I'm not going to go through everything. Sometimes I do like a screen share and I show you the products. You just need to go to stampinup.uk or click on my links or pop over to my blog inspiringinking.com and just press the shop now button and you'll be able to see the products. But I just want to show you a few things that are sort of available and reduced. So this, let me just take that off. This is one of the things. So this is a ring binder, and it has pockets in, and it's basically for keeping all your cards in. And you've got each month has got a pocket, and then you can write people's birthdays or anniversaries and things on there. And it comes with cards that you can make, and these are the 2 cards. Knowing me, these are a slight variation of the cards that are designed, because I just tend to tweak the things, but it's like £8. It's just crazy. There's the robot kit. There was a card kit with robots in. I think that's £6 or £7. There's a musical kit. There's the clock kit. There are so many different kits that have been reduced. It's amazing. So if you go to the website and then click on kits and then sort them in price low to high, you'll get to see all of the reduced ones. And that actually is my top tip for all of the whenever you're shopping online. If you're looking for reduced price items, if you always search low to high in price, you'll always get all of the reduced things first. So that's really cool. So there's some of the things. There are papers that are really reduced, and punches and dies, and just loads of stuff. So do sort of check those things out. Then, so as well as that, 2 new kits launched, both card kits. Now, one card kit, and I need to check because I can't remember what it's called. Hang on. It's called Heirloom Arrangements. It's a £22 kit, and it's got a stamp set included and a pecan pie ink spot, and you make 8 cards. But it's a real collage style, vintage style kit. So it's got suggestions of the types of cards that you can make, but it's a much more kind of open-ended kit. So sometimes, like with this particular kit, the design that you have here is the design, and there isn't like extra stuff that you can sort of change it too much. But with the heirloom kit, it is. Now, I have ordered one because it's completely up my street with its collage-y style. So I've ordered one. So it might be here next week. And if it is, then we can have a play with it. Hi, Ali. Oh, Donna's saying they connect straight to a satellite. Blimey. That's brilliant. That's really cool. Are you well, Ali? We've been sharing happy news today. So the next happy news bit is Stampin' Up have given us more to celebrate. I emailed out this morning with a link to the flyer, but you can pick still. So Sale-a-bration runs till the end of February. And remember, I said this morning, February is the shortest month of the year, following January being the longest month of the year. I don't know why January is so long. It feels like it's 900 days. But anyway, so February is the shortest month. So, you know, if you want to get your free stuff, your Sale-a-bration free stuff, you need to get on. So you can pick still from here. But then there's this. Now, the products here, I'm just going to highlight a few of them because I nearly fell off my chair today when I saw this. Hi, Dino. Good to see you. Saying hello to everyone. Jill's saying she's really excited about the heirlooms kit. Right up her alley. We'll be ordering one later today. Yes. Good plan. Okay, so with the Sale-a-bration new items, this is one of them. So we were talking about kits earlier. This is the Happy Houseplants kit. And in the kit, you get 4 frames and 4 different plant things. What is even that? Plant designs. You can have that for free with your £55 order. You can have this stamp set. This is a brand new stamp set. It only launched about 3 weeks ago. It's amazing. You can have this. That really doesn't look very exciting, does it? But this is £40 worth of dies. Now, I know that I have a lot of scrapbookers around. I also know I've got a lot of card makers around. These are letter alphabet dies. Now, what I'm going to do is when I show you some cards later, I'm just going to show you these dies. These dies are amazing for both card making and scrapbooking because they're narrow. So on a card, you can fit things onto a card. But on a scrapbook page, you can put in titles, you can just put in people's names, all sorts of things. It is really, really cool. And better still, there are numbers. So if you ever needed I'm shaking this down. You know, numbers to put on a card, you need this. So it would not surprise me if this goes out of stock really fast. So that's really cool. And another option, brass butterflies. Obviously, you'd get a full pack. And things like ribbon and other things as well. So just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let's move that. So what I am going to do, actually, I'm going to take my jinglies off. I don't normally go live with my bangles on because they jangle. Okay, just move them out of the way. Yeah, so what I am going to do is show you one of the Sale-a-bration options, which is the original one, which is this one. It's called Pick a Season. It's really lovely. It's a tree set. You've got lots of little icons. So I'm going to make a few cards with that today. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around. And Yeah, there we go. Okay. So there we go. It's called Pick a Season. It's a photopolymer set. And it's got a tree and some smaller images. And I'm going to make a few cards. So let's just start out. So I'm talking to myself in my head. It's not very helpful for you guys, is it? But let's just pull all of the colors out and get my mat and get this. So I've got some cherry cobbler card. Got a little piece card for the inside, and then some layers. And I'm going to get the stamps out. Oh, let's see. Oh, Ali's got happy news. Not taking the horrid anti-cancer drug because it's causing all sorts of other problems, but she's beginning to feel human again. Wonderful. That is good. Okay. Right. So let me talk about this tree stamp. Oh, apart from the fact that I'm missing the trunk. Okay. I'm going to start out with a happy birthday card. So I've got pecan pie for the trunk. I've got cherry cobbler and I've got garden green. I'm going to start out with happy birthday. I'm just going to pop that down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to put the trunk on. Now, what we're going to do is position it fairly low down so I've got enough space to put the leaves. Now, let me just, can you see that? Actually, it's easier to see it. Let me move that out of the way. It's easier to see it without anything behind it. So when you look at this image for the tree, you've got this section here. It's quite a large kind of hole. And that is what is going to go onto the trunk. And you're going to position it. Let me show you. You're going to position it so the top of the trunk goes in the middle, and then to the left and to the right on these branches are the leaves. And if you play around with the stamp until you get it so it's straight, then it'll be easy when you stamp it. So I'm just going to lean over the top and just position that down. And there we go. So there are our lovely leaves. And then the beauty of this set is that you have choices to put into those holes. So I'm going to make another card with these 4-leaf clovers. Well, they're shamrocks. We've got hearts. You could add more leaves in if you wanted. We've got little Easter eggs. And what I'm going to use now are roses. So I'm just going to add in the roses into those gaps. And they're perfectly designed to fit in those gaps. Excuse me. Oh, how pretty is that? And I'm just going to get a little bit of grid paper so I can do a bit of stamping off. Let's just put that there. So I'm now just going to add in some grass. So I'm stamping it full strength and then stamping it off. So it just gives like a bit more depth. There we go. And then by the magic of television, here's one I made earlier. So I've just matted and layered this onto a piece of garden green card and then just stamp some of the flowers on the inside. Now, obviously, I've done this as a birthday card, but you could use it as a Valentine's card. So it's exactly the same layout. Exactly, I've stamped in exactly the same way, but I've used the Love You, which is actually from this stamp set, Lifetime of Love. So that worked really well. If you haven't got a Valentine's sentiment, but equally happy anniversary, that would work as well. So there we go. So that is sort of the first variation. Then what I thought I would do was look for another stamp. Okay. So this time I'm going to go with the little shamrocks. So for those of you that would like a St. Patrick's Day card, or you could use this as a good luck card, I am going to stamp these little icons all the way around. So basically, I'm just taking the original layout and just adding some additional stamping around the edge. So this is an old olive card and I'm stamping in old olive. Let's just see. It's going to be green on green on green on green. So I'm going to get this piece. And this time I'm not actually going to put a sentiment on the main part. I'm going to put a sentiment at the bottom of the card. So I am going to just deciding. I'm going to ink up the tree in Old Olive, and then I'm going to do the shamrocks in the darker green. It's the garden green. Now you'll notice I'm using the Stampin' Pierce mat for all of this stamping. Because this is a photopolymer stamp set, it's just really important in order to get a nice, clean and crisp image. You need to ensure that you're using a stamping mat. Some people use things like mouse mats that would work, but these are less than £5. So they are just such a good investment to improve your stamping. So I'm just going to add a little bit of linen thread here. I've doubled it over. I'll just snip that. So by just adding a little bit of linen thread, it just adds a little bit more texture to the card. So I'm going to get my grass and add some grass in as well. And this time I'm stamping in both colors. And then we can add that on there like so with a glue dot. And I've been doing this sort of double bow with linen thread quite often just recently, and it just gives it a little bit more substance. Just really helps give it more presence on the card. Okay, let's get that matted and layered. And then this one is going to go here on the front. There we go. So obviously you can add a different sentiment on to here. If you've got a good luck sentiment, that would work, or a St. Patrick's Day sentiment, but that just gives you an option of adding the shamrocks. You could equally, let me just show you, get another piece of card. So let me It's always good to see different options with the same stamp. So there are leaves. So there's a set of 3 leaves. So you can stamp those as well. You just put that down. So that would actually work as well. So you could do this card without the shamrocks, but with leaves, and just add in a happy birthday. And then finally, I thought we would go into the purples. So I'm just going to get rid of that one and that one. Now, do you remember this stamp set from a few weeks ago? I showed you how to use it with lots of little icons. Start again, Amanda. I showed you how to use a stamp set with small icons, and I showed this particular stamp set. So this has also got lots of words that will work really well for this stamp set. So obviously you've got Easter, so I'm going to put Happy Easter on this particular card, but you've got spring there, but you've also got birthday, and anniversary, and various other things. And also you've actually got a little bunny as well, if you wanted that to go with your Easter eggs. So I haven't decided which way around we're going with this card yet. I have white and gorgeous grape, and I've embossed both of them. Actually, you'll probably be able to see it on the purple better. So this is the Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder, and it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's designed that some of the areas are sort of flat, like somebody's worn away the tile. It's really beautiful, and it just adds a really nice textural finish to your cards. So that's going there. I want a little purple bunny. I'll start with that. And then some Easter eggs. So that I've got gorgeous grape and Highland heather. So we've got a little bunny and some Easter eggs there. I haven't used that stamp yet, so I'm just going to ink it up a few times and then clean it off. It's really a good idea whenever you've got new photopolymer stamps is to get them inky and stamp them a few times and then clean them off. All stamps have like a release agent on them, and sometimes it can just sort of linger on the stamp. So if you ink it up and clean it, you'll just make sure that you're going to get the most crisp impression. So I've got that for the inside. So let's look at the tree. So I'm going to start with the tree, and then I'll probably cut this down. So let's get the old olive. And the Easter egg. Now this actually reminds me of a year that we celebrated Easter at my parents' house. And the Easter bunny that year bought Connor and Kimberly scooters, little like a manual scooter. So you actually, you know, put one foot on the plate and then pushed yourself along. And somehow the Easter bunny, otherwise known as my father, climbed into the trees. And the Easter eggs for the Easter egg hunt and the scooters were in the trees. So this makes me smile so much, because yeah, that was an Easter for the children to remember. They had to go and get the ladder with my dad. I don't think it was a fantastic idea, but the fact that then the children had to climb was a little crazy. But they did it. They had a wonderful time, which is what it's all about. Okay. So let's find the Happy Easter. That's happy. And then these are all back to front. So I've got to keep looking. There we go, Easter. Let's see. Scissors. Let's just do a little diagonal cut. There. And then I'm going to trim that down. Ooh, famous last words. My trimmer's disappeared. Excuse me. All right, I can trim it down again in a second. I'm just always, when I'm designing on the fly, I want options. So I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to do that and then that. Oh, interesting. You can't really see the texture there. Or I think we need to put, yeah, that's better. I think we need to go that way. So Happy Easter can go down there. So let's add a bit more grass. And maybe a few little Easter eggs on the ground in a different colour. Add some more grass. So who's a fan of this kind of build your own adventure stamp set? We can actually add in different layers. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely the way around we need to go. Move that out of the way. Lorraine's loving the purple. Yeah, I've been, I said today, I'm been in my yellow era. I've been doing lots of yellow, kind of wishing and hoping for spring. But I'm loving the purple too. So let's just pop that down. And this is Highland Heather with Gorgeous Grape, and it's such a beautiful combination. And doesn't matter which way around you go, whether you have the grape and the heather or the heather and the grape, it just works every time. So that's going to go there. I'm going to pop the Happy Easter down at, oh yeah, down at the bottom. Like so. And then I've got another Sale-a-bration choice here. This is Fresh Freesia. Just going to see if adding that as a bow like I did with that Shamrock card. Andriana's saying purple is one of her favourites, but she risks not using anything else. Yeah, well, it's like me in blue, Andriana. You know, I would always pick blue. Let's see. Do we want a little bow on there? I think we do, actually. Let me just make it a bit smaller. So this is seam binding. This is, so again, it's a different shade of purple. It's Fresh Freesia. It's not the two purples that I've already got on here. But that is okay. They just, because tonally they are the same, you know, because of they are all purple, they will work together. So let's just trim again. Yeah, look, that works. It's glued up. My table is a mess. There we go. And then we'll just put the little bunny in the inside. There you go. Okay. So, oh, I've got some sparkles. I'm not going to put them on though. I've got some purple sparkles there, but I'm not putting them on. I'm just going to move. Look at the mess. If I push this stuff here, if I push it too far over, it will just fall on the floor. Because the desk doesn't actually go that far. Okay, so there's a little Easter card, St. Patrick's Day card, or maybe a good luck card, and then the two kind of versions. So this obviously would work as an anniversary card or a Valentine's card and a birthday card. This one I think would look really lovely with yellows or oranges or purples with the flowers. It would work really, really well. So this is the stamp set. It's called Pick a Season. And it's free with a 55, there we go, a £55 order during Sale-a-bration. That runs till the end of February. If you're not in the UK, it will be the equivalent price in your market. So the last thing I wanted to share, I said I would show you, were these dies. So let me just show you. So that's if I flip this over, because then you can just see like a card base. So that's like the number 67. So you can see if you're putting a number on somebody's birthday card, that's, you know, a really good size, or a 9th birthday, for instance. It's a nice size, but even on a 12 by 12, it works really well. And, you know, one of the things for me is if you've got a loved one in your world with their name spelt unusually, or it's a really long name. So my daughter's name is Kimberly. And unusually, mainly for the UK, the end of her name is L-E-Y. And quite often when she was little, we could only get things that went L-Y. So we couldn't get things with her name on it. So being able to put dies and being able to put your own name on something is really cool. Makes great notebooks and so on. You've got a little an ampersand. And for my international friends, we have got additional letters there as well. Yes, Andriana saying an unusual name like Andriana, exactly. But you know, so let's just so if you wanted to do mum, for instance, obviously you'd have to do that twice. But you know, so you can, let's put mug. There we go. You know, you can put short names, long names, and so on. So it's just great. And the fact that this is a £40 set of dies is incredible, because you're spending £55 and you're getting £55 worth of products and £40 worth of dies. Crazy. So we love great value, and that one certainly is. Okay, so I will love you and leave you for this week. I will be back here next Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I hope to see you soon. Take care till then. Goodbye.